Archer, is everything ready?
The Shire Moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire Moot for myself. I will follow. When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones. But they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
It's an important vote for your people. How would you counsel my vote?
I value competent and righteous leadership, not foolish friends in high seats.
Anyone but Hunwald, you mean?
I love Hunwald as I love my own kin. But I would not put a stone in his care without fearing for the safety of both. I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright? That you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before I vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man. Good evening, Alvgar.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It is a difficult choice, Alvgar. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I do not doubt your convictions, Lord. Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Alvgar is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
A vote for Hunwald will return the house of the...
Bishop.
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouched for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
A vote for Hunwald will return the house of the ferocious swan to its former glory.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There is more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That is good to hear.
A vote for Hunwald will return the house of the ferocious swan to its former glory.
Free men, free possible futures.
Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them?
It is not for myself I must cast the stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need?
You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. choose only for yourself.
All three have strengths and weaknesses. Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need. Lead your Shire with pride, ferocious swan.
It is decreed by this lawful Shiremoot that the Ealdorman of Lincolnshire shall be son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
I don't know what to say. I thank you. Deeply, madly, humbly. What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than... Well, I will do my best. For each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Ealdorman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this Shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
Steel yourself, Hunwald.
Mother of God! Another battle! I'll have your peace! Hold steady, Ealdorman! Grab any arm you can! God deliver us from this evil! Men of Lincolnshire, stand firm! Defend your Ealdorman! Kill these traitors!
Together, lads, we have our wits about us.
Is this how their god welcomes a new Ealdorman?
Die, damn you!
Down you go!
Bastard bishop. What's his endgame? This one's gone. Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The Ealdorman's seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief-tosser. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
That choice is yours to make, Ealdorman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feared.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the remaining wounded, until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God, or the gods, protect you.
Ut congregentur ad Marcus et dixit ad vulgares de terra superbus est, lo, venite audite verbum Dom.
Hello there. You should always be fully stocked. You are wise to stock up. Yes, this will strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. This could come in very handy. You like that? It could be yours. It's just your style. I hope to see you again soon. Leaving already? Shame.
I must take my leave. So long.
Bold attack, and in broad daylight.
What news, Hunwald?
We've learned that Eivor rode for the fort at Annikastre following the massacre. I have assembled a Fiat there. Quite a large one, in fact. They eagerly await your orders, Eivor.
You mean your orders, Elderman?
Ah, yes, that's right. My orders. Which are what, exactly?
Who can say? Ride with me to your camp and we'll find out together.
Eivor was a friend of my father's and always so deep. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send through all the parishes of Mercia. Eivor is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Eivor were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her word carried on. I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who should be God's gladdener.
Hey! Shrunken imbecile! We are the men of Lincolnshire!
Here's the camp, do you see? The Fiat will soon be ready for action.
Give them mead and let them rest. There is hard fighting ahead.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Fiats are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, can we win this fight with the men you see assembled here?
If they fight with the bravery of double their number, we may.
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious swan?
Of course. Let fly your glorious banner.
Are we ready then?
We attack now. Ready to fight.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
To me, holy warriors of Lincolnshire!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
Skittering away! There! Blind zone! Damn coward!
Incoming oil!
The gate is down!
for your sins! Focus, we have you out!
And challenge at last.
I got this! Eat this!
Gods! Hereford has gone mad! You, point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
Going down!
The other side must be barred.
You will pay! We have this! Not much longer, Corvus! You die now! I'll take you! Ha-ha! Could you so? Lord is mine!
The respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost.
Continue the work of God, my boy! Kill this pagan! Now you pay!
Non è figlio
With me, brother!
Min modus onrikt wisdom. It's je nog day.
With me! Watch for my lead!
We come one day, Steph. Sollte bekommen.
Stop there, you!
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancients did.
That's the folly of mankind, Herefrith. We wallow in our failures, like happy pigs in a sty of shit. You should have learned to enjoy it.
Now what?
Eivor, is he... is the bishop dead?
He bled too little and talked too much. Now he's gone.
I won't miss him. But Atcha will need some time to grieve.
You fought well, ferocious swan. Notched a few scars in your baby fat today.
Yes, but they will heal. And stronger than before.
Lincolnshire is yours to lead, Elderman. The hardest fight begins now.
The din of battle still rings in my ears. I think I now know what it means to be a leader.
Good.
I would ask a favor, if I could.
Name it.
As Elderman, my life may be a dangerous one. For a time, anyway. Would you allow my swan burrow to take refuge in your settlement? At least until I feel all danger has passed.
We'd be happy to have her.
Thank you, my sturdy Norse berserker. The mead halls of my shire will be lonely without you stomping about.
Our people are bonded now. We must look out for one another.
Blast it! I am a horror with goodbyes.
It'll do for now. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
Then it came to pass that the king of that land arrived to seize the temple for himself. The protector resisted. In the battle that followed, the boy was...
Eivor, have you seen Wallace?
Eivor.
Lincolnshire is a friend to us.
Wonderful news. And who is our ally there?
The boy Hunwald is the new Alderman of Lincolnshire, and he has sworn allegiance to us.
The loud one, an Alderman? Well, should he ever wish to call for aid, he need only shout.
I want to see the Alliance map. Tell me about Jorvik. Hytham says there are 3 more targets there.
If that is true, you are in luck. Our old friends Jor and Ljuvina have made their homes in Jorvik. Both had status and influence in Norway, so they may have valuable insights into the city's politics.
That will make my work easier.
What say you then?
I'll go now. Do you know where I might find Jor and Ljuvina?
When entering a new city, it is best to ask around the ports. The people there know more than the average peasant.
This must be Jorvik. The Old of Ancients lurk in its streets and alleys. My old friends Jor and Ljuvina live here. Jor and Ljuvina settled near this harbor. Someone should know where to... Jor and Ljuvina settled near this harbor. Someone should know where to find them. Little one, can you help me? I am looking for some friends. Do the names Jor and Ljuvina mean anything to you?
I think I know that name. A woman. She's from Bjarmiland.
Very smart.
She sounded funny, so I asked her once. Hope it wasn't rude of me. You want to speak to the dockmaster, Grigory. I've seen him talking with her before.
My thanks.
And what about me? What about my way?
Move along now. We ran a clean dock in Jorvik.
You must be the Dogmaster.
What gave it away?
Everyone hates you.
As I just explained to your friend there, if your wares have been seized, take it up with the council.
These merchants are not my friends, but I'm looking for some. Jor and Ljuvina.
You know Jor and Ljuvina? What business do you have with them?
We know each other from Norway. Bid farewell to that land, but not to old friends.
You may be glad to hear they fare quite well in Jorvik.
It does not surprise me. They're driven, and so am I. Now I would like to see them again.
In a manor surrounded by flowers. That's where Jor and Ljuvina live. How about some coin for my trouble?
How about I cut out your tongue?
Forget I said anything.
A manor. Jor and Ljuvina have done well for themselves.
Gæti hún meir síns að byrga en hann sagði. Hún hefði sagt.
Keep your coin pouch close to you. There are pocket thieves around lately.
Huh.
I cannot
They
wait
can
for the Yuletide feast. Snow, wine, food.
The third crate of mine taken this week, and with no explanation.
Rules are rules, but I wish they would tell us why.
Here. This is their home. The place has been ransacked. And this body... It's not Hjor or Ljufna. Scattered scrolls. The thief was looking for something. There was a struggle here. Looks like it continued outside. Blood, but no body. Which way did they go? Is this one of the thieves? The trail continues. Who is that? Come closer, now! It's me, Ljuvina. It's Eivor.
Eivor? What? Who sent you? Are you with them?
Breathe, Ljuvina. You're rattled. You know me. I'm a friend.
Are you? You show up here like this. These people tried to kill me.
Can we deal with this later? It's not safe here.
I am sorry, Eivor. I did not mean to doubt you. It has been a tense few weeks.
Who were they? Why were they after you?
They were after this. I do not know what it is, but these men were ready to kill me for it.
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
You know him?
I've seen a letter like this before, in London. This city is in great danger. Where is Hjor?
At the Royal Hall. I will take you there. Pull up your hood. We may not be safe just yet.
This way.
They are still looking for me.
Hide low. We can slip past them.
I think so too.
She can't have gotten far. Look around.
Stop fooling about.
Let's go.
Eiga margir á heimilku þá ekvarún og hvað eru allir vinnuhestar. Jarl. Hvernig hefur þú?
Hvað þykist þið mönnum? Blautarinn þeir steindast menn norður þar, satt?
Have you seen a Bajarmian woman? Answer well if you know what's good for you.
I haven't seen her, I swear.
Die! Try to trip the moon.
What's alive?
Won't take long.
rat guessing.
Your fate is sealed!
What's my lead?
You choose death?
Odin, take you! Keep the boat of idiot busy! You die now! In step with me! No!
Come on then! Odin owns
I do not see any others. Let's keep moving. This way.
I think it is safe now. Gods, Eivor. Your arrival could not be better timed.
Call it fate. I had hoped our paths would cross again, though I imagined a calmer reunion.
We fled one problem only to find ourselves embroiled in another. While King Richier is preoccupied with the money shortage, a group called the Red Hand has been imposing their will.
The ones who attacked you?
Yes and no. They are bandits, but someone is controlling them.
Look no further than the names in that letter. Killing them is the reason I'm here.
But they are coded. They could belong to anyone.
The sludge in the streets.
It pleases me to see you, old friend. All are welcome here in Jorvik.
It is good to find you well, Yor. Both of you.
What are you doing here? You have not come all this way for the Yuletide.
I've come to warn you, old warrior, about a rot in your city. Free figures, corrupt and dangerous. We should work together to bring them into the light and kill them before they come to power.
However I may help, I am ready.
Slow yourselves. Eivor, we cannot just go running around the city, poking and prodding and killing at will.
They nearly did me, Yor.
What?
These people send the Red Hand after her, ready to shed blood in your streets to keep themselves a secret. But they failed.
This is the letter that was sent to our home. The needle, the firebrand, the vault.
They belong to a group called the Order of Ancients. These are their assumed names. Our leads.
Listen to her, Yor. She has dealt with their kind before.
Corruption has seeped its way into Jorvik. But King Richier's hands are full, which means my hands are full. Counsel on this matter will fall on deaf ears.
I do not want his counsel. All I have told you stays between the three of us. But you should introduce me to the king. I'll need to align with him if we are to go about this freely.
The Picts are winning this war. We should be scraping together every ounce of silver to procure food for our men.
Understood, dear Faravik, but we also have a responsibility to our townspeople. The Yuletide must go on.
Enough! The more you argue, the more my head hurts. Sure, I was not aware we had company, the likes of which I did not approve.
King Richier, I am Eivor of the Raven clan.
Well, Eivor of the Raven clan, As you can see, I'm in the middle of something. Hjor, perhaps for lack of better judgment, deems it necessary that you interrupt. Why?
You have a problem in Jorvik.
Yes, I'm looking at it.
A problem that nearly got my friend killed. Juvina was attacked by the Red Hand. They raided her home, destroyed her property, and chased her through the streets.
Those bloody scoundrels again.
She survived, but the Red Hand has been a growing problem here of late.
And what is your stake in this? You some sort of wandering mercenary?
No. This is Sigurd Jarl's Drenger. Took our old camp by the river Nene, as I hear it. I am Faravid, war chief to Halfdan Ragnarsson, and this well-fed wastrel is Audun, High Reef of Jorvik.
I've seen rebel groups like this before. They sit and wait, and the moment you lower your guard, they spring up like weeds. If left alone, they will take Jorvik out from under you. Not what you want, not what Halfdan wants.
Oh dear.
What do you want?
Tell me what you know about the Red Hand, and I'll rid your city of them. You can go about your affairs.
They've been sticking their hands in coffers around the city, targeting nobles, merchants, and anyone else they can throttle.
And they are growing, as you said. I would rather not be worrying about them come Yuletide.
This is not something we can afford to ignore. If we do not have the means to deal with the Red Hand, we should let Eivor.
Do what you can, but do it quietly. I do not want the public alarmed. Hjor, send funds to procure food and ale for Faravid's men. And make sure there's enough left over for the feast.
But it's as I said, we don't have...
Find it. I have spoken.
He tells me to find more silver. Where? In a dragon's hoard? Come, I will take you back to Ljufina. She will know where to begin. I cannot tell if that went the way you had hoped.
It went well enough. Rishi will stay out of my way. No one can argue the Red Hand must be dealt with. Speak a word of this to no one. Circle of trust must stay between the three of us.
You will forgive me for stepping away. I grow weary of those pissing contests.
My love, I am sorry for what happened. I should have been there.
Nonsense. You have your duties to fulfill. Besides, a few bandits is hardly something to worry over.
I am only glad you were not harmed. Eivor, I will be around if you need me.
Once you catch the tail, you do not let go.
Old habits die with the struggle.
Hjor has changed, softened.
Politics. It takes the Norse out of a Norse.
I'm happy for him. You've made something of yourselves here.
Perhaps.
What do you have there?
Christian texts. The Gospels. Ecclesiastes. The Revelation of John. The Red Hand steals all they can find. We may run the city now, but the Christians must still be allowed to worship as they see fit.
Seems the Red Hand disagrees.
What's more, Audun is worried they will come for the archives next. Between this and all the uproar at the harbor, I would say we have some leads.
What does the Red Hand want with Christian texts?
That is the question. Whatever it is, there is no length they will not go to retrieve them. They have even burned people alive who refuse to hand over what they demand.
Where is the largest collection of texts in the city?
The archives. But they haven't been so bold as to attack it yet. Audun keeps a close eye on the place.
I'll try my luck there. I went by the harbor when I first arrived. The Dogmaster looked wary when I asked about you.
That does not surprise me. He's been using Jorvik's money shortage to increase taxes. As if he's been ordered to by the council. Hjor would never wrong the people like that, even if Rishi demanded it. The Dogmaster is a thief and a liar.
A man in need of a throttling. I'll have another look around the harbor.
Try the trade depot. It's where he's holding the merchants' wares.
I'll get started at once. No, I need you here. Listen to the voices in this hall. Look for any signs, changes in behavior, anything.
I would swallow a horse heart to join you, Eivor.
I know, old friend. Your loyalty is why I need you here. I'll return when I find something.